Hey everybody, it's Joy Packard. How are you guys doing? I have been off social media, I guess, for a few days as far as posting, and I wanted to get on here tonight. I was thinking about you guys, and I've been just putting my head down into the things that I'm trying to accomplish for 2022, and it's been amazing. It's actually been super amazing, whenever you put your head down and you want to get the things done that you want to get done. And it's been a pretty incredible experience. I've been talking about it for so long. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you, which is super exciting, many of you know I have a a podcast. It's called Joy Reveals, but I also have been trying to do my first retreats with Joy. And this COVID stuff, it just kind of put me where I couldn't do it. But anyway, this weekend I'm doing something super special, and it's really exciting. And it's like basically going to be a weekend of course creation, and it's the first time that I'm actually going to be doing it on like a personal development kind of thing, to where it will help you to become the best version of yourself. And I'm so excited to share this with you. Like I say, I'm taking the weekend, this weekend, and creating some content for the first time as far as that subject goes. I know a lot of you guys know, that I've done Amazon before, and, a lot of people say, do you still do Amazon? And, I do e-commerce, and I don't do as much Amazon, but been, doing things on my own website and doing other, and I, have been working more on the personal development stuff. And so that's what's kind of exciting is, a lot of you have been asking, how is that going? And so basically, it's going to be where I'm creating stuff to help you do the things, creating the habits and the goals and the things that help you to become a better person, and I've done so many different things throughout the years. And a lot of times my kids are like, Mom, you need to share that in something. And, I've been hesitant to do that for a while. Why? I don't really know why. I guess it's just kind of like, the time that it takes to do it. But it's pretty exciting in the fact that, I'm going to be doing that. And like I say, this weekend is really exciting because I joined a group to where, we're going to just be together and creating these, everybody's going to be creating their own stuff. But I'm kind of the type of person that, like if there's a challenge or if there's like a step-by-step thing to where, okay, here's number one, here's step one, and then do that. And then here's step two, and so on. And so when that happens for me, it really does get done, kind of like, I love that. And I think that's how it's going to be in the course that I create, and so it's not, you're not receiving things like all in one thing. It's going to be kind of like, here's module one, and here are the things that you can do. And before you move to module two, it may be a good thing to finish the action steps in module one. And so that's how I learn best. And I figured, that's the way that I'm going to teach it. And so I'm not exactly sure everything that's going to be, in this. It's probably just going to be an introductory course for right now, because I'm just trying to, get back to the things that make me happy as far as like the subjects and such. And, and it can be all the way from, your health and your mind and, being able to take time for yourself, right? Because we can do things all day long in our business and all the different things. But when we don't take care of ourselves, it's really hard to do anything else, right? Like our health is everything, and I've been really over the years, as you guys know, been working on that part as far as trying to just, keep your mind healthy and the things that you do. And so it's pretty exciting, when we work on ourselves, to where we work on ourselves and do the personal development stuff and the personal development niche, or niche, if you want to say, those kind of things that can help us become better. And, I was studying last night with my husband. We were doing some reading time together. And one of the things that was so interesting to me was what we've been reading is talking about, developing the ability to say no to like negative things that happen in our life, and, those things that are just not the best. But it's interesting that it also talked about developing those things and, really working on the desires and the things that we want to do even more. So like getting rid of the negative, getting rid of things that don't serve us, but also working on those things in the opposite direction for the good. And when I read that with him, I was telling him, I said, that is so interesting, because we talk so much about, getting rid of, the negative and things like that. But also by getting rid of the negative, we also accentuate the positive. And that's so interesting to me because, many of you know that my youngest son, went on his mission. And so we are officially, like empty nesters. I know we still have some kids here and there that pop in, and I love that all my kids live nearby. But I'm just saying it's really interesting how, for the first time, like in 35 years of not having kids at home, I really have had to sit down and make my mind maps. Many of you know I talk about mind maps so much. And like over here, like what are the things, the passions, the goals, and the things that I really enjoy doing? And how do I, how am I going to spend my time? Because time is so precious, isn't it? We have only so much time. And, the time that we spend is super precious. So what are the things that we can do in spending our time? Like, what are some of the things that, I can do to continue to better myself on a daily basis? And what are the things that, I'm going to fill with my time? And like I say, that's been interesting as, our youngest has left on his mission, and I've had some time to do more journaling and really hone down on the things, because all of us have 24 hours, 7 days a week. And how do we fill that time? How do we fill that time to become the best versions of ourselves? And believe me, there are days when it's super hard. It's super hard. Even though we know what we're supposed to do, it's still super hard to do it. Why? Well, because sometimes it's just fun not to, but to do those things. But what's interesting is I've been reading this book. It's called where is it? Over there. I would get it for you, but basically the Atomic Habits. And, many of you know I posted about that. And developing these habits on a day-to-day basis and, building upon these things. And, I recently started working out with my children, and I told them I finally gave in to going to Lifetime Fitness. And I mostly did it to spend time with my kids because a lot of my kids go there. But one of the things that I started doing with them also is, I work out with each of my different girls, and we've been doing, some strength training. And I was thinking about, how, like one of my girls the other day was saying how, oh mom, I started out with 5 pounds and now I'm at 25 pounds and lifting this particular weight. And as we do those things on a day-to-day basis, right, we may start off slow or lower in weight, so to speak. And then as we get better and better and we add more weight and we add more of the things and we just build upon it on a day-to-day basis, it just helps us to become better. And so anyway, I did record a podcast last week, and I've been trying to get back to it, like I say, and I need to put that more on my priority list. But there's about 50 to 53 episodes. It's called Joy Reveals. It's on the Joy Reveals podcast, and I'd appreciate it if you were to go check it out, see what the shows are about, and hope it helps you in some way. It's basically, like talking about, mind and health hacks and travel and business tips and becoming the best version of yourself. And that's what the whole podcast is about. But what's really cool, like I say, is, this weekend, like I'll be doing like kind of like a virtual conference to where we sit down and create, the course that I've been trying to do for so many years. And it will go hand in hand, with the retreats and just, basically, developing those habits and developing those things that we can do on a day-to-day basis, and it's like building upon. And like I say, you just start with something small and then you build upon it. And so that's the really cool thing. So anyway, it's almost, I can't believe it's 9 o'clock almost. And so thanks for those who are on live. And if you're on a replay, feel free to hit replay and any thoughts that you might have. I just wanted to connect with you tonight. It's been, such a, time just goes by so fast, it goes back to the time and how we spend it. And I've been really enjoying spending some time with my children and my grandkids. It's just, that's the why that you have to create, right? What is your why? And so that's what it all begins with. All right. I hope you guys check out the podcast, Joy Reveals. Let me know. And any comments, feel free to post them below. And I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.